Alright everybody, you wanted a video on how to make your own handle material. Here you go. Today we're going to use felt. I've already got it started and then I remembered. We're using fiberglass resin for this. So you get it laid down, you want to get 2 boards the same size, and I'm making full sheets rather than strips because then I can cut them up. So you make sure and get plenty of resin in this. And I know this is going to kind of be an abbreviated video because we've already started, but I remembered at least. I wouldn't recommend doing this in the house, but it's pretty dang chilly out today, so we're doing it in the house, and then once we get it clamped down. Yeah, and I don't recommend using felt either, because Lord Almighty, does this stuff soak up the resin. We've almost went through a whole can already. It was a brand new one today. But because of the fact that it soaks it up, we're probably going to have a ton of resin that squeezes out, which I guess that's just the nature of the beast. So you just keep going in between layers here. And you can make whatever colors you want. I'm just choosing to use yellow, green, and blue.
Orange.
And orange, or yeah, not
Orange.
orange. Or not yellow, orange. And this handy dandy little plastic paddle here, oops, I had plenty on that one, that's for sure. Don't go too much.
Oh.
And if you're not exactly perfect on placement, you want to try to get them as even as you can, but if you're not exactly perfect on it, don't worry, because you can trim it up on the saw. Just the way it goes. Shit happens. Your biggest thing is you want to make sure that you have plenty of resin. I know it's kind of a waste, but it's not going to come out worth a flying damn if you don't. I know some people use epoxy, and some people use resin. This is just kind of how we do it. So, and it's always worked real well for me. So that is in a nutshell. When we get ready to clamp it here, I will come right back to you and show you that. Alright, so here we are. We've got all our layers done. If I calculated right, we should end up with about 3/8 of an inch thick by the time we're all said and done. So now all you have to do is start putting your clamps on. And I won't bore you with them details, but what you have to do when you're doing this is try to get them down with equal pressure so you don't end up with a lopsided piece when you're done. Now I'll go ahead and get the clamps on and be right back with you. Alright, we got it all clamped up. One thing I forgot to mention is make super sure that you put something on there that it won't stick to. In this case we used wax paper or parchment paper, I guess, either or, and it seems to not stick to it, or if it does, it's very little. So, well, that should be about it, I guess. Just have to wait for tomorrow and unmask it and see what happens. There you have it, a short, sweet, condensed video on how to make your own micarta G10, whatever you want to call it, or whatever kind of epoxy or resin you're using. So I got to put another clamp or two in the center and we'll be all set and done, ready for it to go. Thanks for watching, everybody.